Nora?
Ah,
What's this? Do you know what is in this letter from Mr. Krogstad?
yes, I know.
It's true, then. You forged your father's signature to get that money?
We needed the money to save you.
You told me your father gave you the money.
I have been working to save up and pay off the loan to Krogstad. I hoped you might never know about this.
You know women cannot borrow money without a man's signature at the best of times. But to forge your father's signature...
It was all for my love for you.
Oh, don't give me excuses.
Torvald!
You bitch. Do you realize what you've done?
Don't take this on yourself, Torvald.
Don't give me that. You do understand what you've done? Do you understand what you've done?
Yes, I think I'm beginning to understand.
This is like waking up from a dream and seeing the truth about who you are. I should have known you would turn out like your father. I give you all that a husband could give his wife, and you pay me back like this?
So it seems.
You've ruined everything for me. I can't take it in. You've got me in Krogstad's clutches now. He'll blackmail me for this, I know it.
Without me, you'd be in the clear.
What difference does it make if you're here or not? Krogstad can still tell everyone in town, everyone in my office. People will think I was in on this. You did this to me. You do know that, Nora.
Yes.
I can't believe it. No. Got to try and keep him happy. No one needs to know. And as far as other people are concerned, we're still happily married, living in the same house, but no way am I trusting you with the children. Heaven knows what you teach them when I wasn't home. How could you do this to me? I loved you. I still love you. No. No, that's done with. What matters now is we've got to keep up appearances so nobody at my office thinks anything's wrong. Stay here. Nora! Nora! It's okay. I'm saved.
You're saved?
And you, yes, both of us. He's revoked it. He says he's very sorry. Something about Christine. I think she's convinced him to let it go. I wonder who got Christine to do that. Well, if he's serious, I suppose that's over. Can you believe it? One moment of panic, and it's back to normal. Like I'd forgive him for this. Nora, have you seriously been keeping all this from me for 3 days?
Gone through a lot these past 3 days.
Oh, it's all done with now. Are you all right? You seem a bit stony. Sorry I shouted a bit. Bit of the old temper coming out. I am sorry what I said. I get it. You did what you did out of love.
Yes, I did.
You were just naive. You went about it in the wrong way. Happens from time to time. Woman's brain and all that. But I still love you, Nora, and I'll help guide you in future. Don't worry about what I said. I think what you did to help me was wonderful.
I have something to say, Torvald.
Is everything all right, Nora?
I don't want pretty trappings. Not anymore.
Why are you looking at me like that?
We need to talk frankly, Torvald.
I don't understand you.
Oh, that's just it. You don't understand me. And I've never understood you either. Before now.
What do you mean by that?
Do you realize how strange this is?
No, strange about what?
In all the years we've been married, husband and wife, this is the first time we're having a serious conversation.
How do you define serious?
I've never said anything deep or meaningful since the day my father brought me over to introduce us.
What, did you want me running to you every time I had a problem at the office? Every time I had a work problem on my mind, you wanted me to bring it up at dinner?
I don't mean that. I mean, we've never talked to try and get to the bottom of anything.
Well, you're not a serious person, Nora.
That's what you think, Torvald. You were wrong, like my father before you.
What? Your father and I are the two men who loved you most of all.
You never loved me. You like to think you did.
Excuse me?
My father used to decide things for me. What was right, what should be done, who I was going to marry. I never argued back. It wasn't the done thing. I just played with my doll's house until I was a grown woman, and it was time for me to get married. In a way, father was treating me like one of those dolls, like I was one of his playthings. Then father gave me to you.
Excuse me?
First, father decided everything for me, and I went along with it. Then you decided everything for me, and I went along with it. My ideas were your ideas. Perhaps I was just imagining they were the same. Looking back, I've lived a bit like a beggar, living day to day by doing tricks. What shall you tell me today, Torvald? Oh yes, Torvald, that's an excellent idea. You wanted me to be your ideal wife. So it really is your fault my life has come to nothing.
Nora, you've been happy here.
No, I haven't. I've got by. You've been kind to me, but it's all been a lie. It's no more real than my old doll's house. I'm not a fully grown-up adult. I'm a living doll for you to play with. My children are my dolls to play with. Our home is just one big doll's house.
Look, I don't agree, but we'll stop all that now. We'll take it seriously. I'll give some serious instruction.
Who are you giving lessons to? Me or the children?
Both.
Torvald, you can't teach me how to be a grown-up. What I need to do first is learn for myself. It needs to come from me alone. You can't do it for me. That's why I'm leaving you.
What did you say?
I'm going out into the world to learn what the world is really like. Christine will put me up for the night.
Nora, this is insane. I won't let you.
You can't stop me. I'm taking my things, and you'll never need to have anything to do with me again. I'm going back to my old home. I'll start fresh from there.
Madness! You know nothing about the real world.
I'll learn.
What will people say about you? You're abandoning your husband and your children, your family.
I don't care what people say. I only know this is the right thing to do.
A wife's duty is to her husband, to her home, to her children. Those are sacred, time-honored duties.
I've got other sacred, time-honored duties.
Like what?
Duties to myself.
Before anything else, you're a wife and a mother.
How can I believe that anymore? I'm an individual like you. You have the view that society agrees with, but now I don't believe it. I've got to sort out my own ideas for myself.
Isn't religion a good enough guide?
What's religion to me? I only know what I've been told. I'll see if that's true or if it's right for me.
You can't just see if religion is right for you. Don't you have a conscience?
I'm not sure what to say right now. You have your views, but they're not my views. Maybe what's right for society isn't right for me.
You're a young woman. You have no right to say that. People have to live in some sort of ordered society.
But who's in the right, me or society?
Nora, you're not well. You're not thinking clearly.
Never been thinking so clearly in my life.
So you're just going to up and leave your family?
Yes.
What? Don't you love me anymore?
No, I don't.
Nora, you can't mean that.
I'm very sorry, Torvald. You've been nice to me all these years. I thought I loved you, but I realized today.
Why?
What happened just now? When the letter arrived with Krogstad's threat to expose us all, I thought. What I hoped was you'd stand your ground against his blackmail.
What, you want me to let him smear my wife's name to the world?
I honestly thought you'd turn to me and say you'd take the blame instead, to protect me from Krogstad.
Nora!
I wouldn't have let you. All I wanted was to see you tell me you'd sacrifice yourself to protect me, the deepest love of all. And I would have killed myself rather than let this happen to you. I honestly would.
Nora, a man can work all day and night to keep a house going, even if he's being overworked to pay off blackmail. But no man in our community is going to lose his honour, not even for his wife.
Hundreds of thousands of wives have lost their honour to protect their husbands.
Don't be childish.
Childish! Just now when the second letter came and the panic was over, you acted like nothing had happened. You were talking to me like your most delicate china doll again. I'll help guide you in future like you're training a pet. That's when I realised, after all these years of marriage, you're a stranger to me. I have had 2 children with a stranger. It makes me feel sick.
Nora? Isn't there anything we can do?
Oh, it's over between us.
I can be different.
Once you don't have me around to be your little china doll.
I can't lose you.
I have to do it.
Tomorrow. Let's talk tomorrow.
I can't spend the night in a strange man's home. I won't say goodbye to the children. I think they're in better hands with you.
But someday, Nora, one day in future.
Who knows? I don't know what my future is now.
You'll always be my wife.
Not your wife now, or mother to your children. When a wife leaves her husband, you're free of all duties to her. There's nothing between us now.
Nothing. Nora, shall you never think of me again?
Think of you, the children, this house.
Can I send a letter?
Nothing.
If you ever need help.
Don't take help from strangers.
Oh. Am I just a stranger to you now, Nora?
For us not to be strangers. Both of us would need to change so much. It would have to be a miracle. But I don't believe in miracles.
I can change, believe me. I can do miracles. How would we have to change?
So the life we share would ever be a real marriage? Goodbye.
Nora. Nora! A miracle.